Hey guys, Inec is appealing to the Supreme Court to give them power to configure the Bvas. This is really not going to happen, because if it happens, it means that all the evidences that show that Inec have hand in rigging this election will be destroyed. Let Peter Obi and others not allow this to happen. Watch the video and hear what Rufai has to say, guys.
Okay, couple of things. I just hope I get the time. Number one, Inec should please, for the love of mercy, stop the cheap blackmail. If they're trying to blackmail us now with the elections, why is that when people call their attention to the fact that there were flaws in the process, why didn't they stop then to have a rethink? Inec should stop this cheap blackmail because they're beginning to look suspect.
They are already there.
The damage is much already. We don't know what people are even saying about us on the international community. I think it was the 79 elections that made Fela release a song called Babala Nonsense. Crazy democracy, demonstration of Chris. But the sad reality is that over 40 years after, we are still saying, as Fela said, we have turned our democracy into a demonstration of Chris. This same Bvas Inec wants to tamper with. There's empirical evidence that says any attempt to reconfigure Bvas would disrupt all the information on it. And let's not forget that the pictures of the results were taken on the Bvas. So you want to reconfigure. Reconfigure simply means reconfigure the setting, reformat, wipe out most of things there.
Hey, Jesus Christ.
So what happens to the pictures taken on the Bvas? What happens to the accreditation done on the Bvas? Accreditation records. We also have empirical evidence that says that information on the Bvas sometimes even take time to load about a month after. You remember the Osun election incident? That we had a technical expert here that came to tell us that there were even variations in the results given to the party that first requested the Bvas information and the backend and the PDP. As we speak now, for the love of mercy, I think those materials should be taken away from Inec now and kept in a safe place. Because I don't trust the integrity of Inec still having those Bvas materials in their custody as we speak. If we want to truly scrutinize the process. Did Inec tell us that they were going to upgrade the Bvas before now? Were they not supposed to stipulate in the own guidelines they put out?
Oh, now are you?
What do you need to reconfigure the Bvas? Is it not the same voting register it will have? And the same polling unit is allocated to?
They won't wipe everything.
The same Inec that want to reconfigure has not been able to tell us what caused the technical glitch. All of a sudden, the same Inec that claimed that his commission was going to meet to review the... I've not been able to come out with a review. And now they are so quick to go to courts to vary the hitherto ex parte given. People should not pee on our backs and tell us it's raining. Because we are fast turning this democracy into a demonstration of Chris. Nigerians are not crazy. Let people be able to inspect. If Inec is not ready to do the election, Inec should take the blame, not try to blackmail Nigerians and hoodwink them into thinking that it is without this Bvas reconfigured that they will not be able to do what they ought to do. Furthermore, I think we should even investigate this Inec Bvas contract, because it's very suspect too. What was the due diligence behind those that were given the contract? How much did every Bvas machine cost? How much did it take to align the software in it? How much does it take to run the back end? I think Inec should be open to public scrutiny. And I think the EFCC should also investigate Inec on this Bvas machine and everything. But please, in all of this, they should remember, Nigerians are watching. And Nigerians are quiet because they want to believe in the process and trust in the courts. And when they are quiet, they also have a right to protest like the PDP protested. And that's why I'm very shocked that rather for the APC to keep quiet and their spokesperson to keep quiet, they keep fanning the embers of war and inflaming the situation. Or the APC members that forget in a hurry, that are taunting the PDP for protesting and wearing black, saying they are wearing funeral clothes. I am sure they remembered that President Muhammadu Buhari at a point protested. And when he protested, tear gas was used. And that led to the judgment that Femi Falana got, that you don't even need to get permission before you protest. Dr. Abati, you are the legal person. Am I lying on that? We all remember it was that protest, as a result of the inhalation of the tear gas, that led to the demise of Shuba Kadibu. Let's not forget, people protested in the past. So if they can protest through in the past, the question is, why is it wrong for the PDP to protest? Why are they making the work even harder for President-elect Bola Tinubu? Because you see, and this is for President-elect Bola Tinubu, I hope these your spokespeople don't lead you astray.
Tell her make it
because
here.
what they
Tell
are
her
doing
make it
is,
here.
they are doing the greatest disservice to you as a person. This is looking too unfocused. This is looking too vindictive and puerile, to say the very least. This is looking too petulant. That anytime people have a constitutional right to challenge something, you either tell them to go to court and say they don't have any right to talk. I keep asking, if we want to build a country, it is righteousness that will exalt this country. Because the process that a lot of people have complained against favors you now doesn't make it right. And that's why when I asked the APC person here, that was here yesterday, that you claim that they were rigging too in favor of Labour Party in the Southeast. So why don't you just call for a redo of the election if you feel disgruntled? He couldn't talk. That speaks volumes. We should stand for righteousness. Because it favors you, even if it's not a just system, you should speak against it. Because what goes around comes around. Life is like a boomerang. You are very, very, very correct. And we keep keeping this hurt. Yorubas have been saying, it's in favor of you now. You are happy. But when it comes around, hope you will not complain. People have a right to protest, peacefully, I should say. And nobody should mock anybody. All we want to do is to build a great country, devoid of partisanship. And Nigerian people, please, it's time for you to shine your eye. The political class are one. It is who will benefit the people and the processes that the people will stand up for. And if you are draining, you are waning in terms of inspiration, let Jennifer's doggedness inspire you. Despite the fact that she was hurt in the face, she continued with her process. She ensured she was going to vote. We must all embody the Jennifer spirit. We'll take a short break now. When we return,
a town hall different from Blue Bulaba.
Recruit 50 million